I'm trying to understand when you're walking through it, it makes sense. On a surface level, it's very clear. But then I think, okay, if you're going to let's say it's on the surface, it's the same, no pun intended, it's the same, it's 100 trucks on both sites. How is one, if you're comparing, the two, how is what they need going to be different on one site versus another one?
Let's take that example then. We've got two sites, and let's assume they have the same truck fleet and the same numbers of trucks on those fleets. And in many ways, it's the same operation. But the strategy on the mines, based on their requirements, are different. Let's say the first mine is constrained for tires. It doesn't have as many tires as the other mine. Its focus is going to be how do I get the most out of those tires? And that's going to lead to a strategy that's including repairs. We're doing rotations. We're doing things aimed to maximize the life of that tire. We're probably running the tire as long as we can on the truck. That's going to help drive tire performance. And in the white paper, I talk about a site where I'm comparing these two sites, and a site that's pushing tire performance, the steps we're doing from a strategy point of view makes a difference. And the difference in the example that we can see is about $500,000 a year of benefit, maximizing tire performance and therefore reducing the spend to $500,000 by focusing on tire performance. On the other side, and let's say it's a site where they're more truck constrained, they don't have a number of spare trucks, and it's more important for them to make sure their trucks are working as hard as possible. So they're far more focused on productivity. And because of that, their focus is saying, look, I want the trucks down as few times as possible. Now, the downtime cost of a large 300-ton class haulage truck or bigger can be into the thousands of dollars of an hour, certainly depending on the commodity. And the average downtime per event for tire work can, on average, be 7 or 8 hours. Part of that time is changing the tires themselves, and there's also a lot of delay times for travel times, getting the operators in and out, waiting outside the shop, the wash bay, etc. And it's very easy to run up to that. Each downtime event can be $20,000, $30,000 of lost availability. And each time you can reduce those events, there's a real benefit for that, and more than you can gain on the additional tire hours. And in the example I share in the white paper, we have that site that's focused on tire performance where we see a $500,000 benefit. The other site that was focused on availability, and as a consequence, it was working as hard as possible to reduce the number of downtime events by planning, aggregating work, the strategy they're choosing. We saw a $10 million difference from year to year on that site, that second site, by giving more availability, by reducing the number of events, by simply doing the work that's required to manage that fleet from a tire point of view in as fewer events as possible, was giving a $10 million availability gain to the customer by focusing on minimizing those downtime events as opposed to trying to maximize tire performance.